Welcome to our podcast, Learn Biblical Greek, brought to you by Dr. William Stewart, the co-founder of Telios. This captivating podcast teaches you biblical Greek through a verse-by-verse study of the book of Ephesians, interjecting Greek grammar, Greek word meanings, and vital theology concepts. Thanks for joining us on this exciting biblical journey. Your study will be more effective if you use the Greek text with the Bible word codes, either on the eSword download or Bible Hub website. These links are on our podcast website at www.teliosresearch.com.
Hello, I'm William Stewart. Welcome back to our podcast on learning biblical Greek. I'm glad you're here. We're finishing chapter 4, verse 8, and doing just a little bit of verse 9, an unusual split, for which I apologize, but I wanted to make sure there was enough material for you to learn something for this podcast. So bear with me, and we'll catch up to the verse breaks here soon. Okay, we've talked about how chapter 4 is starting the Christian walk section, and our Christian walk is based in unity and our salvation. And so Paul is highlighting this salvation by quoting Psalm 68:18, when David took Jerusalem. He ascended up into Jerusalem, took it, and this passage in 8 is prophesying Christ's ascension. And it's the only place in the Old Testament that does this. So it's an important verse. So, wherefore, if he said he ascended on high, leading captivity captive, otherwise those who were in prison by their sins, he ascends on high up to sit at the right hand of God the Father. This can be controversial, I'm sure, so you'll have to make up your own mind, decide for yourself. But I think, again, this is prophesying, and it's quoted here, related to salvation and Christ coming to free us from sins. Okay, so let's start today with about 2/3 through the verse, edoken. So this is a verb. It's about the fourth to last word. So have that, your Greek version out and ready. So it's a verb. We start, if they look and see if there's a prefix. No. Is there an augment? Yes. So we know it's a past tense indicative. We then have the root do, which belongs to didomai. Okay, so this is an important word to basically give. We see it all the time. It is a me verb, mi. So these are particular in that they reduplicate at the first of the word. In other tenses besides present, the di is lost. There is no verb connector between the root and the specifier for a gender person and number. And there's a special ending for me in the present tense only in the first person singular, si, third person singular, asi, third person plural. Otherwise, everything else about the verb is the same. So it ought to be an older version of a Greek verb. So edoken, we see that K usually makes you think of the perfect tense, but there are three verbs. Tethemi is another one. I'm forgetting the third, sorry. But didomai, that take in the aorist tense, that one time particular tense, takes the K as part of the aorist. En, of course, is the third person singular second set of endings, the past tense set of endings. So gave is how it's translated. Damata, so this is related to doron, gift. It's a general word for gift, generally related or used in the New Testament for salvation. So damat is the root, the a on the end is just the the accusative singular ending. Tis anthropis, you'll recognize the OIS as dative singular masculine. It matches that of man, anthropos, anthropes in the dative. So we know it's a second declension noun. Gave gifts to men, otherwise salvation. Okay, verse 9, just a couple of words. To de anabi. All right, so the day is generally a but. Here it's translated now, and it's postpositive, just like un is postpositive, gar is postpositive. To comes in front of it, but to belongs to anabi. To, of course, is a short word, makes you think of an article because it has a T on the front of it, and it's a nominative singular neuter. Okay. Now, in front of the anabi, it acts to a sense make it a partial noun. Some verb, some noun, anabi is a verb. Generally, this is used in front of infinitives and participles and not finite verbs like anabi. So it is used. I see it as unusual. I'm not sure how many times it's used, but it's not the normative, but it does happen. So it seems to turn anabi into sort of a partial noun, the ascension, but still verb form. It's a little confusing. Sorry. So, but it's translated still ascension. So now that he ascended. Anabi, again, we have a verb, and we have to ask, is there a prefix? Yes, ana, for up, generally. Is there an augment? Yes, e, epsilon, tells you it's a past tense indicative, perfect, imperfect, aorist. B, okay, so the root for this is a root bino, B-A-I-N-A. It often changes to an eta, lengthens, in other tenses. So here we have be. In the aorist tense, it actually just becomes be, and the eta ends up being the third person singular for the aorist. So it's unusual. This is actually an unusual type of verb, and it's the only one that's commonly present, bino, in this form, and it is the aorist third person singular. So if you don't remember, again, check your those Robinson parsing guides that you should have with eSword, and also they have them on Bible Hub. So that he ascended. All right, so we will continue with this verse. It's actually a controversial verse, and we'll continue to examine it next time. I think also important for the aorist here, again, it's a one-time event, and it's completed, and that's reflective of Christ's resurrection and glorification, sitting on high with God the Father. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.